Hey guys, this is Mato Master 21, and yes, it's been quite a while actually since I have done a proper commentary on Black Ops Zombies or any topic of that matter. But Black Ops 3 is already out. Even DLC 1 with Eisendrache is out, and that's all cool. But as you guys know, I have a really or used to have a really big passion for No Man's Land, which for those of you who don't know or not familiar with this, it's been released I think like 4 years ago now. So it's been a while, and me and Steve, we always had this crazy race, and there's some other cool people that have been trying this out and got pretty excited about it, but we never really discussed this topic like in public, and all you see out there is just gameplay, and still a lot of you guys probably don't understand how certain things has to be done. So I have decided today that I'm going to share this guide with you for No Man's Land, and I'm going to this is gonna be a pretty long video, by the way, as you can see on the timeline. I don't know exactly how much because I haven't finished it. I just started doing this, but anyway, yeah. So this is going to be a pretty long video. I will be pausing the gameplay, and I will be talking specifically step by step, explaining you guys what I did and what my thought process is. Like whenever I was playing No Man's Land, and I'm pretty sure that if you're interested about No Man's Land and you like the challenge in general, you may find this pretty useful. But before I do that, I want to talk about specifically, because there is some logic behind this. I'm not going to be giving you guys a lecture about a history of No Man's Land. I mean, I could actually do a separate whole video on that topic too, because it's been like 4 years, like I said, since this has been released, and it started with 300 kills first, and I managed to get it to 349, 351, and kind of like forgot about it. Steve got into it, and this is actually pretty funny because me and Steve, we always, like, when we talk with each other, we accidentally always jump into this topic of No Man's Land, and it's pretty intense because we both play this. We're just like these rivals in a in a good way. Yeah, we share a lot of insights, and it's pretty nice. Steve has gotten 366 kills. That was on Xbox 360. As most of the people they play on 360, and there's a lot of reasons why I think that is pretty good. But I feel like on 360, it's definitely the frame rate's not better than on PC, obviously, but you have that advantage of walking backwards faster, which on PC you do walk slower on PC. And actually, one of my records, it was 380 kills, has been done on PC, and since then I have done just everything else on Xbox because I just felt it a lot faster, and Xbox 360, and I used to have a PS3 controller hooked up with 360, and I was using converters because that's what my hands are really small, and I'm used to a PS3 controller, or I should say I was used to. But I don't want to start another topic here that might be for another video. But anyway, so yeah, 366 kills, Steve. Then we got Alvarido Owens from Spain. There's been a guy who then done 375 after that, and he actually really got me back into that. That was really fun. Like, it was me, it was Steve, and it was Alvarido competing for that 380, and then I managed to get on PC. The war between me and Steve have continued back to, Steve got 381. Then I managed to tie it back. Then he got 384. I got 385. By the way, all these things I'm talking about, you can look it up on YouTube as well. Like both Steve and me has like videos on this, and even Alvarito owns. I leave these people, and I'll be using actually some of the Steve's gameplay in this video as well, and Scotty's gameplay too. Yeah, so 384. I got 385. A couple days after that, I believe. It's like 2 years now. Come on. So then he got 389. I got 390, and then there's been like all these people and everybody. And if you guys follow this race a couple years now, you probably know what I'm talking about, and you remember it, and you know that it was pretty epic. I should say. But yeah, it's been fun, and it seems to be impossible. Like at first, like everybody was dreaming about these 400 kills and how was nobody's gonna ever get it, and 3 years down the road, 3.5, it did happen. But after the 390, a strategy had to be changed, and like all these things, it would be no fun, and it would be, if I didn't compete with Steve or somebody else, then I think I would, it would have never been achieved. Steve has been always the one who, made new twists to the strategy and made it so we were able to get a little bit more kills, and then eventually we got that 400 plus goal even. And like these people in the comments saying right now that 410, 420, 500, and you guys are crazy. You know it's who I'm talking about. You can go back and check the comments of those videos, but you'll see it there actually. But yeah, so after that, Steve had a new trick. He got 393. Then he posted the video a couple months after with 398. I was really lucky, got 400 kills out of that game. Then the strategy has been changed again. Steve found another cool twist, and he got 401. Then Scotty, which is Steve's brother, if you guys don't know. They're twins, by the way. But yeah, he actually tied. His brother managed to, get the tied record, and unfortunately, I got the record basically at 12 hours after. So but Scotty's decided to upload his gameplay a little bit later, which. I'm sorry for this, Scotty. Like when you told me the story about it, I was like, man, damn. But guess what? It's pretty cool because there's only 3 people now that has 400 kills on No Man's Land or more. So that's with Steve and some other guys, like they call it club, like hey 400 club, you ever joined 400 club? So yeah, definitely it's cool. So it's me, it's Steve, it's Scotty, and why am I actually making this video in the first place as well is because I don't plan to be playing No Man's Land anymore. For me, it's been a couple years, just so you know the history, which I have already told you. I have about 2,000 plus hours of gameplay on No Man's Land. I don't know how much Steve has, by the way. You gotta ask him yourself, or maybe he will tell you in the comments, because I'm sure he'll be watching this video too. But that doesn't mean that you need to put 2,000 hours into this to get 400 kills, and with these new strategies that are out, it's just way more easier. And also have to be honest that like my 390 kill game with the old strategy. I feel in my eyes that that's better than 403 kills with this new strategy, as far as for making mistakes and how hard it was. And then also my 400 game is also definitely better than with the older strategy. Not as old as 390, but not as new as 403. And that game's also better than my 403 kills game. It's just more kills because I just used this strategy twist that Steve came up with. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So strategy has been changing a lot. It's probably not going to stay this way anyway. You can still do a couple more twists into this strategy, which I will discuss later, so you can see with your own eyes as well how it may be altered. And people always ask, like in the comments, like, what do you think? Is it 420? What it's max? Or there is no really a max, and you can check like 2-3 year old comments. It's always been increasing, and you can make new twists. Like, there is nothing saying out there that you have to do this certain way that I'm telling you. You can obviously come up with a new way and do a little bit more twists, which I will talk about. But if you really want to know, I mean, from my personal experience, to me, I feel that 410 is really possible. Like with this current strategy, I would say even 415, what we have, you could get. So I'm not, even though I have the record right now as of making this video, I do not think I'm gonna hold it for long, and I really do hope to see, Steve, or it might be somebody else as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, to beat this record. I mean, 403 kills, it's not really that much with this current strategy as it is right now, but it can be changed. And the absolute max, I believe right now, with my own belief, if you got 420 kills, I mean, holy shit. You can even probably give yourself your own high five for that. And wow, just that would be crazy. They've been kind of discussing this and whatever, which is more impressive, like if it's like to get 200 rounds on a certain map, or to get world record in No Man's Land. And I guess there might be some connection, because the only 3 people that has 400 or more, it's me, it's Scott, it's Steve, like I said. And these people, they dominate Black Ops 3 basically. Well, except for me, because I don't have Black Ops 3. But yeah, look at Scotty. He's gotten the first 200 on the Giant, 211. Then Steve had 215 rounds on Shadows of Evil, new map, and then people complained about it. So he actually proved that he can do it with Magma, which I knew. I was just laughing, because general public people, they always kind of make this big deal. But in my deep understanding, I knew that Steve, whatever he's doing, he's gonna do, and he's gonna blast it, because he's the man. And he's doing also like really good these days on YouTube, and his channel has been like blowing up lately, which I'm really glad for him and happy for him to see that he's getting success. That's good. So, but first of all, you need to realize, and you need to answer this question for yourself, like, why do you really want to get 400 kills in No Man's Land, or do you want to get a world record, or what do you want to do? Or you just kind of think that it would be cool to get it, but you're not willing to play, you're not willing to put the work in. And because this is big thing, because if you wanna work yourself up to get 400, let's say you're stuck in a 360 and you're you're saying to yourself, hey man, this is fucking hard. Like, I don't know how you guys do it. Well, actually, there's one thing going on, because every time, like me, and I also spoke to Steve as well, and mainly, like, when we go for No Man's Land record and trying to raise the bar, we basically don't play anything else for like a couple weeks. That one time on PC, I mentioned I played for 2 months No Man's Land, just No Man's Land. And it's, I'm not telling you that you have to play for 2 months or anything, but your belief system have to be like strong enough, and then you have to believe in yourself that you can get it, and don't be like, oh, I'm just on 360 kills, like, how am I gonna do this? Just give yourself a goal that is a little bit closer, like, let's say 370 kills, then get a couple 370 kills, then once you do that, then do 380 kills couple times, then you will believe in yourself more, and you will see that even 390 is possible. Then after you get 390 a couple times, work your way up to 400. And with this strategy and this video, it will help you a lot. I think to ultimately get yourself to what you want, and don't have to be like a super pro player. And I'm not considering myself as one of them, by the way. I'm just kind of throwing it out there that you don't have to be like you can take an leg streak. Look at, for example, leg streak, and there's also a Tammy. They have like, I know Tammy have done some high rounds recently, but leg streak, that's, say, a cool person from Spain. He also picked up No Man's Land. He played it about for 8 months now, I guess, and he's got to 399 kills, and he even done it like twice, and he has no round hundreds posted on his channel, or or first room world records or anything like that, and it just shows you that if he can do it, you can do it as well. Like, you don't have to put these restrictions on yourself, and you don't have to think that me or Steve or any other player that we are gods or something like that. We're humans as well, and we try to present ourselves in a way that is entertaining, and that is cool to watch. And just because we don't really post that much stuff, how we fail, and how we restart the games, and you just see like a clean final version, like when we achieve it. The reason is why we post it like that, because that's what you guys want to see the most, and that's what the majority of the people want to see. So that's why. But we do fail as well. So once you have that sorted out, and like I said, you can have your own system. You don't have to listen to anything what I say. But it's good to learn from the people that have done this stuff, and whatever you're doing, you always want to learn from the people that have done the stuff that your goal is. I can feel that Leg Streak he's probably going to do it, and he can do it definitely if he would try more. Same thing for Tammy. Those guys, they can do it, and you can do it too if you really want to. You have to just put time, effort, work on your belief system, get your game up. I think you should be good. You should be, by the way, also watching gameplay pretty regularly. If you want to learn, you can learn just by observing. Like, if somebody is playing, you can keep watching my 403 kill video. You can keep watching Steve's and Scotty's 401 video. You can learn from that, see how they do stuff, and every time you watch it, you notice something pretty small. It's good to get your own opinion, get your own idea on this. So yeah, I've been talking for quite a while about this now. Let's jump into the gameplay and analyze my 403 game. Okay, so right now we're back in gameplay, and right now when I post the video, I told you guys that I will be pausing quite a lot. That's how you know what Perco Cola you're gonna get. So if the last thing you see before it goes under the roof is Jug, you're gonna get Jug. If you see Speed Cola, you're gonna get Speed Cola. You can see the Perco Cola in the sky that's dropping down, and people always ask this. Basically the last thing that you can see dropping under the roof. Classic thing in No Man's Land. Zombies' health, it increases every time the buzzer goes on. So your main objective here just to collect the most points, right? Knife as many zombies as you can. It's pretty straightforward, and you should be looking to get like 2,500 and more. If you get that, man, you have a really good start. But if you don't have that, it's cool too. You don't have to, there's no specific number that you need to have. You have to be playing better in next stage of the game if you have less skills here. Okay, so they started running, but as you saw, I shot them before, and what this does is that after I shot them, they actually remain at that health. It's not 100% always like this, but most of the time it works, right? So if I put the bullet into the zombie, then he starts sprinting, his health still be the same as before the buzzer. Most of the time, not always. So then I can go ahead to knife him one knife. The dogs are still one knife hit. Then you want to make your way here to the sidewalk. Drop the grenade kind of like in the middle of the horde, a little bit further away. You could kill also the zombies just jumping down out of the sidewalk. You have to do this like really quick. But of course you'll understand it more like when you practice. Then you can kill like one or two more if you have time. And then you should be chunking another grenade here. If you watch these gameplays, you see people are always kind of bouncing this grenade off the cage. After you do that, you can either knife them or you can shoot them. I notice Steve and Scotty, they always shoot like right after the grenade. I personally don't do that, so that's up to you to figure out. And this has a really cool damage effect. I don't know for what reason, but it seems that it kills the zombies way better than if you don't do it. You can see Steve doing it, you can see other people doing it as well. But what I like to do instead, I just reload the gun, and right here you can see all the zombies are perfectly lined up. So I just use my whole clip and I shoot them all into the head, which should kill one or two zombies and then damage the third one pretty well. So as you saw, I killed two. And then I just put more bullets into this guy, kill him here. You have a couple more seconds to kill dogs before the next buzzer. After that, the dogs are 3 knife kill. If you want, you can kill one more zombie here. So you want to go to a Pack-a-Punch and get out of it the same way. Take the pistols and, shoot right away. You can kill any remaining dogs if you wish. Now what's really important is that you make your way up the stairs, and that will initiate zombies to spawn faster. So as you can see, they're spawning like crazy now. Then you should be shooting one shot here at the stairs, killing between 5 to 10 zombies, depending on how fast they spawn and what kind of horde you have there. You should be having like around 80 kills. Would be great if you had like 80, 79, 78. It's really good. So then I most of the time do this exact cutback, which you can see me doing there. I go around the cage. The reason why you want to go into the cage and get out like that and shoot against the cage and the horde is that it has like a really good effect on the zombies. It kills them way more better. Like the same thing with grenade, like I told you. That spot right there, it's a sweet spot. You should have enough points now to get Jug. If you don't, then it It will be a bit harder. You have to kill one more horde. And this is really important right now. You get out, you should killing again like maybe 5-6 zombies. You have to do this quickly though. Just like the speed what I'm showing you this is really important. Then you should again killing the rest of the horde, which should be like maybe 15 kills, right? And the reason why you're doing it is make more zombies to spawn, because they spawn in waves. Now because you got the horde faster there, you can shoot one more to kill extra 5 or 6, and then they should be spawning again if you do this correctly. Now as you can see, they're dropping down from there. I did it correctly in this game. So I get 20 zombies here. Now you can notice the way I shoot them. In these two hordes, I shoot one shot after the other. So I don't press both of the triggers at the same time, but with a slight delay. This is something that you don't have to do, but it's been working out for me, especially in these hordes which require double shot. No Man's Land is all about, using all opportunities to your advantage. So I can see just one zombie here spawned randomly. I know that if you do this fast enough, the zombie takes exactly 7 knives to die at this point. And then I got a dog on the pad. Now you have these sessions on the pad where you have time to knife the dogs. And right now the dog takes 6 knives. So I knifed that, and at this point I have a 145 kills, which is pretty much perfect game in my eyes right now. And by the way, if you want to express Mustang and Sally shots in knives, basically one Mustang and Sally shot perfectly equals to 7 knives. So if you're killing a horde that takes 7 shots, so that means the zombie would take approximately 49 knives to kill. When you get out, you want to go inside the cage, have them lined up there, and right here you double shot them. And as you saw, I used that pack-a-punch as a way for lining up. After that, I was looking around. Usually you have a zombie spawning either in a big swamp in the middle, or you have a dog spawning which you can knife. Or you can stand on the stairs and wait for the dog to spawn. I will show you an example for that. That's also the thing that Steve found out. And by the way, did you know that No Man's Land have the same spawn pattern? Like when you spawn, after the buzzer they start spawning on the right, which is on the side job where I'm at. All the time. You get 2 hordes out of that place. Then after that, you get zombies scattered around, mainly from a main swamp and from the sides and from everywhere. Then you have 2 spawns after that, coming from the left, which is the opposite side of the place where I usually run to kill my zombies. And then after those 2 spawns, you have another scattered spawn around. And then this cycle basically repeats itself over and over again till the end of the No Man's Land. So this way you are sure exactly where they're spawning. You don't want to risk it. So I just turn around there and kill them here by the cage. And as you can see, I waited for the one zombie to join in. I knew it was gonna be a little bit messy, and then you just kinda go crazy with your knife. Of course, you're still, you still wanna live, and you still have to be careful, concerned about other zombies. So that was a good shot. And right here, when they're spawning these hordes, you have to kill them like really fast. Each shot has to be precise, and then finish the rest of them with knife if you need to. Now after this horde, you have to make your way up to the teleporter really quickly. You just knife the crawlers down there, if you have some. If you have the zombies which can run, means they're not crawlers. You don't even have to finish them, just go to the pad right away, and then knife them up there. If you have no zombies, you can kill 1 or 2 dogs. It's great, I love it. So at this point my kills are 207, which is amazing at this point. I have not seen anything higher so far. So right now we're looking at the perfect game. In this case, I do a little mistake. This horde should be killed in 2 shots. I used 3. So this could have been done better. Which is not perfect. So sometimes you need to use an extra shot. And that's fine. Because you have like 1 or 2 bullets which you can use like this. But of course it's better if you have more shots at the end. But you don't want to lose kills. You should have 20 kills every time you kill a horde. That's the rule. So I have 227. I go up to the pad. Now sometimes you can stand on the stairs and be looking at the spawn which is to the left, where the dog usually spawns, or he might spawn on the stairs, and you have time to kill whenever he spawns there or there. In this case I went straight to the pad. And why am I going to the pad? Because right now the whole point of going to the pad is so you don't get the dogs spawning on this particular horde, because you don't want that. It's just so much better with no dogs. So as you can see, I have managed to do that. Here, as you can see, I'm taking a little bit more time. You shouldn't be doing it because the next horde, you will not get the full 20 zombies. You just get 19, 18 or even less, which actually will happen. And how you know that you do it fast enough? If you basically kill them before the last zombie joins the horde. That's how you know you've done it fast enough. At least that's what I think it is. So here I take 3 shots again. Now you can do this in 2. It's possible. And I will show you an example later, but I wouldn't really recommend it, because you want to have 20 zombies the next horde. But here you can see I'm using a Scotty's gameplay right here just to show you how those 2 cage shots should be done, which require 2 shots. And Scotty really executed it perfectly here, including the dog kill right here. So you can repeat that. It's great. It's probably the best way how he did it. And going around the cage again in perfect timing, you know. See, they just grouped up, so timing is great. And that was just incredible. That shot was just incredible. He decided to, you know, knife those last 4, which I believe he did it perfectly. But if you do decide to knife him, you have to knife him fast, because he didn't get 20 zombies after that actually. I think he got 18 or 19, so he lost 2 kills. And you might be thinking, oh, you know, just 1 or 2 kills, but you know, 1 or 2 kills is the difference on the world record, right? So you can see another hordes coming. There's not too many of them. I actually got 5 zombies less. What you want to do is that you want to shoot 1 shot first at this horde. The reason you do that is so you will damage the dogs. And this is really important knowledge, by the way. There's a couple ways how the dog can gain health. If you damage the zombies before the buzzer, most of the time they don't gain any more health after the buzzer. With dogs, after the buzzer, they gain their health back, even if you damaged them before. And also, if another dog spawns, that's what recovers the dog's health too. And at this point, by the way, dogs are taking 8 knives to kill. So that means you need 2 shots. And you usually get a lot of dogs here. You always want to stay outside on this horde, because even if you don't get a perfect spawn, you can still get a couple more spawning with the dogs. But if you would be on a teleporter, I would just get like 12 zombies. So here I finished them off before another dog spawns, which would otherwise reset the dog's health, and I wouldn't kill them all beautifully like this. Now after that, I make my way up the teleporter again to make them spawn really quickly. You always, when you get a scattered spawn, means they spawning everywhere, you always want to go on the stairs on the teleporter, then you can go outside. You know, you have to keep changing the area. On the stairs is the best way, then down the stairs. See, here they spawn pretty quickly. Oh, and another thing is that people are always telling me that I get 2 slow spawns. The reason why you're getting slow spawns is because you're killing the zombies slow. You have to be killing zombies quick. Every second counts. Like if you shoot 1 or 2 seconds later, it already makes a difference. So how fast you're gonna be killing zombies, that's how fast your spawns are gonna be. Just remember that. So this horde, I usually go around the cage to kill them quicker. Some people don't go around the cage. I just leave this up to you. This horde should be taking 3 bullets. Now you can kill it in 4 as well if you want. As you can see, I have to clean my own mess basically. So here, using another Scotty's example of how you can do this. You know, just shooting 1 first, then finishing with 2. Perfect execution again. That's why I used this example. You have those 1 or 2 zombies spawning in, surviving your perfection, but as long as you can knife them in time, you're good to go. So this is the horde that you need to get really fast. And then you're able to execute it. You don't want to get hit right before shooting, right? So you can be shooting. You don't have to wait for the health to regenerate. And remember, when you're knifing zombies, you don't want to knife them forever. You need to keep killing the next and next horde. So if you already got the horde, but you still have the crawler, you don't knife the crawler and then kill the horde. You kill the horde and you just lost 1 kill. You just have to go, because they get stronger in the end. You're not gonna have enough bullets, so you have to do this fast. And this horde, by the way, should be killed in 4 bullets. I had to use 5. But I got an extra kill with the dog because, like I told you, Mustang and Sally equals 6 knives, and dog at this point has, 8 knife health basically, so I just knifed him twice and got an extra kill. This horde should be also killed in 4 shots, and I execute this perfectly in this gameplay. Sometimes you have to improvise in No Man's Land. They push you to the places that you're not used to shooting. Steve, as you can see, in the cage, the opposite way, but he managed to pull it out. It's great shooting. But it was a little bit slower because he got pushed away, and that's why he didn't get full 20 zombies in this next following horde, which is not the best thing, but I love how clever he did it here. He wasn't shooting right away because he saw there was another dog spawning, another dog coming from a distance, so he waited, shot it afterwards, knifed the rest of the zombies, killing them with 4 shots, how you supposed to, and then even getting a couple dogs, so he didn't lose as much. Another very important thing which you need to be concerned about is those bad spawns, how I told you. How come sometimes you get just 16 or 17 zombies? Which spawn exactly it is? It's always the spawn before the scattered spawn. That's when you're risking that you might not get 20 zombies. So after the first horde, you have the second horde of the side drop. That's when you're risking you don't get the full horde. Or on the other side, you kill the first horde, and on the second horde, you're risking that the next one is not gonna be full. So it's very important that you kill the first horde of the side drop, left or right one, it doesn't matter, as fast as possible. And the same thing, we got the scattered spawn, I go up. Here the dog still has 8 knife health. So you can, if you have time, if they're not spawning, you can knife the dog. It takes 8 knives. Right now I got a really fast spawn, so it was all good. I didn't have to do anything. Now here, as you can see, I'm not running the cage anymore because they have more health. Now you can still do that if you want. You can still go around the cage. It's way more harder if they have more health, and the risk is higher. So I rather just shoot them here. It should take you 5 shots. And another example of Steve's gameplay here is what you need to do and why it's important to shoot just 1 in these later hordes. Because there might still be some zombies coming. As you can see, there was one late one, and after shooting 5, that one obviously just took 1 knife, but this guy takes 5 more knives. And if he shot double shot before, he would take like 11 knives. So it's a great play by Steve right there. You can do it very rarely in 4, but if you do it in 5, you're doing just fine. Now here you can see I just knifed the dog in one knife. How is that possible? Explain that, Beto. Well, basically, as soon as the dog spawns, you can knife it in one knife. You have like less than a second. Basically, right after it spawns, you have to knife it. If you knife it half a second later, one knife anymore, and it gets the same health as according to the time you're on in the game. Now this is the first horde of the side drop. That means you have to kill it quickly in order to get the full next horde of 20 zombies. So that's what I did here. And this horde, by the way, normally with the strategy you kill it in 6 shots. I managed to kill it with 5. Yes, it is possible, but it's extremely difficult. It's easier to kill it against the cage like this, but it's very risky. And normally you just dealing with the slow spawn the next wave. And even though I did kill it like really quickly and really smoothly, I got immediately up to teleporter because that's another scattered horde which supposed to be spawning. And you can see most of the zombies are coming, but it's not all of them. This horde is usually bad spawn. Now like I said, you can make it a good spawn if you shoot them against the cage. You have to do it that you do a double shot against the cage, and then double shot coming back to the cage, and then red screen yourself with the 5th shot, which would finish them off. And even that, you would not get the full 20 zombies probably. You would get like 18, 17, 18. And you would be really good if you get that. But normally you're just waiting for them a little bit, like I did on the teleporter. And by the way, when you're killing them like this, you can shoot initial shot and you can still get hit twice after that. But you have to shoot the first one being perfect. The first shot on the horde is the most important, because your goal is to make crawlers. So it's much easier that way to finish them off with the rest of the shots. If you get hit after the double shot, you get red screen, and after that you die. If you use a single shot and get hit twice, you don't even gonna get red screen, but the third time after that you'll die. This last horde you should be taking really carefully. You want to get the first shot down as fast as possible, but then if you have 9 shots, you can take your time. If you have 8, you should kill them fast. But basically at this stage, dog's health is 12 knives. So theoretically, you can kill the dog with 2 bullets. But you're not aiming at the dog, so you will need 3. So that's what I should have done there. I should have shot the 3rd shot, but I decided to do the double shot here, which would clear the dogs. And now you're waiting for the respawners or another dogs that will spawn. Now I'm just looking around. I get 2 respawners from the back. Shoot 1 more, then 2 more, and there was 7 shots so far. So I killed a lot of them, but not all of them. So I got more respawners, including the dogs. Now I just have 2 bullets, and notice that I have 1 bullet in each clip. This is something that you should do as well, because the last 2 bullets, if you have dogs, it's better if you shoot it at once. Because if you shoot it once, you have the possibility of killing like 1 or 2 extra dogs. But if you shoot those 2 bullets from the same gun, meaning just 1 trigger, you couldn't do it at the same time. There's a slight delay. So that's what helped me to kill this 1 last dog. And after you do that, you want to try to knife rest of the dogs that are already damaged before the next buzzer or before the next dog spawns. Or just try to spawn kill the dog, spawning in front of the stairs or in that little bit of hill where sometimes you keep getting stuck for no reason. And right now when you're out of ammo, your whole goal is to be looking at the zombies which are already damaged, and then knife them as fast as you can. Sometimes you get a lot of crawlers. In this game I didn't have any crawlers left at the end. So you should be knifing the zombies that you know have the least health first. But if you're not sure which one it is, which most of the cases you're not sure, then I usually start with the slow crawlers first. Then I knife the fast crawlers. Then I knife the fast runners. And the very last ones, I knife the zombies which are running normal speed. And why do I do it in this order? Because they most likely to bleed out in this order as well. The slow crawlers mostly bleed out the fastest. Then after that, fast crawlers. Then it's more convenient to knife the runners that run full speed. And it's probably the hardest to kill the zombies which are just like the other, most of them running the normal speed. And every time you kill the zombie at the end, you should be always aware of the dog spawning after that. And if it does, you have a chance to kill it with one knife. But you need to know all the dog spawns. As you can see, I show you a little map here. But as you can see, there are in the total 8 dog spawns. So 8 possible dog locations where the dog can spawn in No Man's Land. If you're standing on a teleporter, meaning if you're up the stairs all the way in that area where the jug or perk machine is, you will block the dog spawns. They will not spawn. But I have mentioned that already.
Shit! Sounds like all hell is breaking loose here. Better get out quick.
Okay, so now I would like to show you another game where I pretty much use my ammo perfectly all the way until the end where I died on the last horde. This was a very good game, and I have never got the ammo perfectly all the way till the end, so this will be interesting to watch. It wasn't the best game in terms of kills, but just so you have an idea what you can do with ammo. While watching this, you can also see the same pattern of the gameplay. So got the grenade down, knifed that one dog, throwing the grenade against the cage, knifing the rest of them. Also, sometimes you get the crawlers near the Pack-a-Punch too. So gotta get rid of them. Get the dogs as far as I have time before the next buzzer. Going to Pack-a-Punch. Got the gun. Bam! The dog is out as well. Another one spawns. You can either follow him or... But you need to be running back and forth. And here I rounded them up a little bit. Here it is a little bit risky. You can knife the one that with no arm if you want an extra kill, but you're risking that you're gonna die. Which I'm pretty sure that you will get used to this. And by the way, if you're playing this and you keep getting restarting all the time and you're not able to pack a punch and you're not able to get jug and you're really frustrated, this is normal, okay? It's normal to be frustrated playing No Man's Land. All the people that I know and that play this really seriously, everybody's been telling me that they broke the controllers, and I have broke controllers as well, like playing this, and it is normal. It just drives you nuts because of how hard this thing it really is. But don't let that limit you. So here we are in the same pattern, chaining the kills right now, the same way I explained in the previous game. But here I did it a little bit wrong, as you can see. I didn't get the full horde because I was a little bit too slow. And sometimes you get the spawn like that, you don't even know why. I just got the extra dogs which I killed, and they started to spawn incredibly fast after that. I was amazed. Like, this is beautiful. So right now I have 139 kills, which is 6 kills less which is on my record game, but that's fine. Sometimes you start with less and you make it up in the end. But it's funny because the more you play No Man's Land, the more you understand, and this is not about luck at all. It's just the more you play, the more you understand it, why the certain thing happened, why you're getting that slow spawn. You start to understand it, that you weren't fast enough, and that you get all that thing under control once you learn it. I do recommend when you're playing on 360 to sign out of your profile or disconnect your internet, and you get a much smoother game running. It will be running more frames than if you have all friends signed up and you have all the messages loaded at the same time. It runs much more smoother. It's a huge difference, so definitely do that. So as you can see, we're coming to a cage shot, and this was pretty much perfect. I didn't have to even knife anybody here, and you can see here in this clip that I'm waiting for the dog, but it didn't spawn this time. And you can see the zombie spawned later from the ground, meaning no more dogs coming, you're good to go. This cage shot that I've done, it wasn't as perfect as you would like it to be. I got some crawlers, but I killed most of them. And right here I think a way better option would be, just to shot them than, keep knifing them. And because I didn't get the full horde spawning because of that. I lost like maybe 5 kills, which could have been prevented by just using an extra shot. Another way how you can speed up the spawns, as you saw, is that just starting to knife the zombies and just killing more. So changing location and killing zombies, you're gonna get the next horde in no time. Also, next thing very important is that you don't want to get red screened like while playing. Of course, the intensity, you play this so fast, you're gonna get red screens once in a while, but your idea or your purpose is not to really get them. So you receive 3 hits already, you're 1 hit away from getting red screened. Just stop knifing, don't do that. Sometimes it's good to take red screen, just to finish the horde a little bit quicker, but you don't want to have red screen, especially when you get the first horde coming out of the sidewalk, just like in this case, because you gotta kill it fast, because the next horde you get a bad spawn, meaning less than 20 zombies. You don't want that. So definitely avoid red screens. And now what I said earlier is that, and you can see it in my gameplay too, I don't shoot single shots anymore, I shoot double shots. After I get past the hordes which only take 2 shots to kill. And why? Because if you shoot them just by 1, you have to wait longer for the health regeneration. And then another thing that you're risking is that you will have a buzzer going out at the exact time between those 2 shots, even though you kill them fast. And maybe because of that you wouldn't be able to kill the dogs, and they would actually survive. That's why that is one of the main things that you should be worried about. and you need to be keeping track in the back of the mind of the buzzers as well. And if you feel, that there's a buzzer going off, you don't have all the horde, just shoot one shot. If you have like 18, 19 zombies and you're waiting for the one, just shoot one shot before they gain health, and that one that's coming, that's fine, you can knife him at the end. Right here, this is a pretty bad idea what I did here, because when you have a lot of dogs like this and you have so much ammo, a better thing to do in this case would be just to shoot 2 or 3 shots to kill like 6-7 dogs to get like 6-7 extra kills. You would be golden, it would be even better, but I decided not to. And as you can see, I'm doing here, shooting just one shot first, because I got a lot of dogs there. Because that's how it works in this game. As soon as you kill something, you expect that probability of the next dog spawning is very high. So if you just shoot one to weaken all of them, and then shoot another 2, you kill like maybe 3-4 at the same time. But if you shoot 2 shots at once, you probably will kill one, which will spawn right after that, meaning all the other dogs' health will be regenerated back, which is exactly what you don't want. So right here, this is what ruins my perfect game. I was crushed when this happened. You can see I paused the game, couldn't believe it. Okay, so touching back on the subject of alternating the strategy, because that's ultimately going to be the only way you will be able to beat the score. Either, executing the current strategy better, or coming up with a new strategy and alternating it a little bit. And there are actually some ways how you can make the chaining in the other areas better. But of course you're lowering your bullet count, and you need to play a little bit faster as well, because it does slow down your time a little bit too. But the way how you can do it is also, if you have around 140 kills, which should be before their scattered spawn, where you're going up the stairs again, just not like right after the Pack-a-Punch and shooting that one shot in the cage, but later on. And then you can shoot one more shot there too, or 2, depending on how many zombies you have there. Or you can do it right on the path too, to get, just like I did here, to get a couple kills, So that's one of the options how you can alternate the strategy, if you feel confident enough of executing the rest perfectly. Or if you fast forward these next horde coming off the side drop. Now sometimes after clearing them up, you have an extra, 2-3 zombies coming in, and you don't really know what to do with them. Well, you can use one shot if you have like 2, and then you use like 2 or 3 knives to finish them off and kill the dogs as well. Or you can, use 2 shots just like I showed you here. So these are, 1 or 2 ways, or you can even put combinations of how you can alternate the strategy. Play with it a little bit if you want, make it better. And this is pretty much the end of the guide. I mean, I have been talking about this for more than an hour. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this detailed tutorial. I wish you good luck on getting 400 kills, or even if it's not 400 kills, but if it increases your kill count a little bit more, I will be happy for you. And yeah, let me know with your results and how it helped. I won't be playing No Man's Land anymore. So there has to be somebody else taking my place and getting these kills, because I do want to see 410 kills. Steve, I'm not saying anything, but bro, you gotta make it happen. Scotty, you the same. Good luck. Then we have Blackstreak Tammy, and probably some other players will join as well. There's a couple players out there, you know, who got 392. So you can check their channels in the description. Thanks to Steve and Scotty for using their gameplay. Definitely check their channels in the description. Subscribe. And let's hope we'll have some No Man's Land action soon. So thanks for watching, and see you guys later. Bye.